Hello everyone, we are going to jump in with our first YouTube video by playing Satisfactory Early Access. I've played a couple hours of this so far and it's a fantastic game. Are going to start a fresh one and take you on the journey of building a factory that's very satisfying. Well, let's get right into it. We will name this Dramo YT for YouTube. Right. We'll go to the grassy fields. So what's going to go on is we are going to be in a landing pod and they're going to explain a couple things about the game. So sit back, relax, and let's take this pod right on down.
Attention Pioneer. The following instructional video is a summary of your impending duties as an exoplanetary pioneer for Fixit Incorporated. Fixit Pioneers have 3 cyclical assigned pillars of work to ultimately accomplish project assembly. Use provided blueprints to build the necessary buildings. Chart the planet and gather resources to provide desired results and improve your infrastructure. Make sure to report any unusual discoveries to R&D for analysis.
Those pants remind me of Duluth trading pants.
And pipelines through automation and
FYI.
automation. That's it. Get to work and be effective. Warning, planetfall imminent. Please remain seated during full procedure. Atmospheric entry in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Planetfall procedure initialized.
So this lady is going to talk quite a bit at the beginning to explain the game and little hints and tricks. So she will be popping up from time to time.
Planetfall complete. Please ensure the integrity of your multi-purpose exploration suit is at 100%.
Oh, look at that nice pretty bird.
Efficiency first. Godspeed. Welcome to Planet Massage 2 ABB, your designated sector in the binary star system of Akicha. I am Ada, also known as Artificial Directory and Assistant, tasked to support pioneers, such as you, in their mission. You are the third of your sector to survive planetfall. Congratulations. Note: objective-based introduction initialized. Welcome to onboarding. First objective. Please dismantle the drop pod. The resulting materials will be repurposed to construct a habitat and utility base, from now on referred to as the hub. Note: Fixit Incorporated is cost-effective and efficient. We do not waste. Second objective. Please ensure you have your Fixit Incorporated Xenozapper equipped before leaving the drop zone. Note: according to Fixit regulations, every pioneer should have access to a means of defense against extraterrestrial threats. Third objective. Please familiarize yourself with the resource scanner to find iron. Note: the acquisition of iron is considered essential in preparation for all future objectives.
Okay, so like I said, she does talk a lot. But what we're going to go do is scout out a good spot to start our base. Now, the first thing people want to do is press C and go to the nearest deposit, right? But sometimes it's good to go scout them out and to see where's going to be a good place to start. And actually, I like to start down here. So I think we're going to be in a good spot. For one, there are 3 iron deposits, which is great. Helps
Initial
out.
scans reveal coloring properties in the flower petals. Further analysis required.
Now you do need biomass for some fuel, so that's the reason why I grab it early. Ooh,
This
hello.
consumable possesses minor healing properties. Further analysis required to establish object scanner identification. Studying the remains of this creature might shed light on how to defend yourself in the future. I recommend analysis.
Those little guys are annoying. They're around almost every spot, every deposit, and you gotta basically shock them to death. One good way is that they'll charge after you at the beginning. Just kind of jump right over them. I need to make sure you hit them. There. Okay. So now what we're gonna do is deposits have these little things popping out of them, right? These little nipples, whatever you want to call them. You gotta break these down. Pro tip: if you hold E and then press tab and then press tab again, you can go hands free. You don't have to hold E anymore.
The resources salvaged from the drop pod will be consumed. Caution: ensure the hub is built on spacious open terrain close to the presence of iron sources. Failure to do so will likely result in non-optimal progress. This consumable possesses minor healing properties. Further analysis required to establish object scanner identification.
Alright, so we are actually going to build our hub right by this rock.
Congratulations, you have unlocked Hub Feature Manual Craft Bench. Hub Feature Hub Terminal. 5th objective, Hub Upgrade, Storage and Power. Note: the craft bench and hub terminal are essential for progression to the next objective.
Now one good thing is when you press select milestone, it goes up in your right hand corner so you can constantly keep an eye on what kind of things you need. And since we're here, we are going to make some iron ingots so we can get the 10 rods. Now you can either click with your mouse and hold it, or if your cursor's on it, you can hold spacebar and it does the same thing. I personally like using the spacebar method because I don't like holding down my mouse button. I'm lazy. Make a little bit of each. So once you have enough material, you can just go to this little computer. You hold shift and left click, it'll put the exact amount that is needed in there. Now we got our first upgrade done. And now we have a...
You have
she's
unlocked
talking.
Hub Feature Biomass Generator. Hub Feature Personal Storage. Scanner Feature Copper. New equipment, buildings and blueprints, which can be found in the workshop when built, build menu, and craft bench respectively.
Okay.
6th objective, Hub Upgrade.
Never mind,
Construction.
she's not done yet,
Note:
guys.
connect buildings to a generator for power. Note: buildings such as the smelter require a blueprint to be set. Advice: automate the smelting process and use portable miners for optimal results.
Yes, ma'am. Alright, so the first thing we're going to do is make a workshop. The workshop does not require any type of power, which is nice, because now we can look at it. We want to make some portable miners. Now, if you right-click on it, you can add it to a to-do list, right? And you can add multiple. And it tells you exactly how many things you're going to need, which is wonderful. I mean, that helps out so much, especially when you're running back and forth for material. You can see exactly how much you're going to need. Again, if you hold E, press tab, let go of E and press tab again, it just does it. It's just you don't have to constantly hold it. Okay, now let's scan for some copper. You hold down the C button. You can select which resource you're going to go for. And like that one's going to be the closest copper, which is going to be on top of this hill. And that's where we're going to head to. Oh, we got a baddie. Now, as I'm walking around, you'll notice that I pick up a whole bunch of leaves. Just randomly. For one, it cleans things up, so they're not just all around, but you need them for your generators at the beginning, before you can get coal and gas and all that fun stuff. Ooh. Oh, hello. He just knocked me way the heck up there. Physics, man. Ow. Now you can also do the same trick, just mining the actual deposit itself. Okay, I think that's enough copper ore there. The good thing about doing this is I just put all of the stuff in to my storage, so when I need it, I kind of have it. So these nuts, they give you half of a square when you eat one of them. These pink ones, the berries, they actually give you one full one, so just to show you. It's always good to have a couple in your inventory, just in case. Oops. We need to go to the crafting bench. Okay, so now we have all of our material. We can go to the workshop and we can build 5 of these bad boys to go set them down. Now you can set them all on different ones if you want, but you can also set them on the same one. So I got 3 of them. They are going to fill up to 100 each, and then they'll stop. And then you can pick stuff up, and then get another 100, and so forth and so forth. Now the reason I made 5 is I put 3 on that, on the ore over there, and I'm going to put 1 over here. This is limestone. Limestone's used to make concrete. Which you will need if you want to build any type of foundation or walls. You also need it later for any type of craft, some of the crafting. And we're going to put 1 right here. Okay. So we are going to build 2 smelters. Smelter kelters. This is going to help automate these iron ingots and copper ingots for us. Actually, to be honest, I can only build 1, and I'll show you why here in a second. Okay, the only reason I can build 1 is because this guy, he's a generator, okay? He can only connect to one thing until I upgrade to power poles, which we'll see when that is. So for now, I am just going to put this thing anywhere just to kind of start them off. We will be deconstructing and everything else to make our stuff efficient and look nice and pretty. See all the leaves I picked up? Alright, you see how these guys are not having any flames out of their butts here? I can come over, grab it, they'll start back up. Grab it, start back up. Grab it, start back up. Now I can put 100 of that in there, and it will start producing iron ingots for me. Let's see what the next hub is. This one I get power poles. We're going to select that milestone. Now, one thing is, you don't have to have all the materials to put it in here. I mean, you can put 2, you can put 6, you can put 16. And you get to see exactly how much you have to go. Makes it nice and easy. So we need 4 more rods and 8 more plates. Okay, we have enough plates. Now we need some wire. Okay, now we have enough wire. Now we just pop the stuff in here. Boom, boom, boom. Upgrade hub.
Congratulations, you have unlocked Scanner Stone. New buildings and blueprints, which can be found in the build menu and craft bench respectively. 7th objective, hub upgrade, conveyor belts. Note, Use power poles to expand the power network for optimal results. Note: constructors are capable of constructing copious parts, of which only one type at a time.
Okay, so picked up some limestone so that way we can make some concrete, because we want to make at least one power pole right here. We're going to deconstruct that, and then we're going to connect that guy to the power pole, and then that to the power pole. Now we have 2 open slots. One thing to note is when you get down, when you only have 1 slot left, it's a nice idea to make a power pole so you never have a place to connect one. You always want to make sure you have a place. Makes it a lot easier to Alright, we're gonna make another smelter. We're gonna put him here. And we are going to add some more ore. We've got these guys pumping iron ore out. So boom. See how I'm at 1 left? Normally I'll just put another one right next to it. Now we have a full one, and then we have one that has 3. Alright, one thing you want to check is to make sure that you are not consuming more power than you're using. Otherwise you will blow a fuse and none of your stuff will work. So we have a max of 20, we're currently using 8. Now the other thing is you can go to a power pole and see the same thing. You don't have to go to your generators. Now a smelter takes 4. Each one of those takes 4. Now we can build a constructor, right? A constructor takes 4 as well. So we can actually have 2 of these bad boys. Will be at 16 out of 20 power, which is fine. Okay, I think that's fine. Let's build... Oh, no. We're going to go in here. We're going to create some rods. And we're going to create some screws. Because we need to make some reinforced iron plates. Which reinforced iron plates require 4 iron plates and 24 screws. And we need a total of 6 of them. Okay. Oh, the other thing in here, we can now do biomass. Basically, it takes these leaves and lumps them into biomass, which is a better source of fuel. Yeah, this is 0.75 seconds. We can pop this guy in there, and now that just lasts longer. We're just going to make the rest of this biofuel real quick. So we have some on hand. Throw the rest of that in there. Okay. Now we have enough for 2 constructors right now. Now, one thing to note is when you see those green lines, it's lining up with the device. Now when you see 2 green lines like that, that means that this exit is lining up with this entrance. So your conveyor belt is going to be nice and straight. Sometimes it's a little hard to do it when you're in front of it, but I'm not going to be able to do it because it's going to encroach on the other one. So it's going to be a little off. Again, this is just for quick, easy stuff. Alright, so we can put him on and him on. So again, we're at 3 of 4, I always make another one. So now we've got our 2 full ones, and we have one pretty much open for everything else. Now we can't make conveyor belts yet. So what we have to do is kind of do it by hand. Take it from one machine and put it in the other. Okay, oops. Should have emptied my machine out. So I had those. Alright, one of these guys is going to be making iron plates. And one of these guys is going to be making iron rods, because we need them. Okay. What else did we learn to build here? Nothing. Hub upgrade 3. Yes. So we need 75 iron plates, 10 cable. You can get the cable real quick. Okay, cable's done. We can make this go by really fast. Okay. Let's see how this let's go see how this is doing. So we got 21 here. I like to top these machines off. Okay, so this thing's going to produce 15 per minute at the moment. And this one's producing 15 iron rods at the moment. Now, essentially, I could switch the production over to plates on that one if I wanted to. I just haven't. So this next round is going to give us conveyor belts, which will be nice. And a new biomass. Basically, you can use wood to convert to biomass instead of leaves. A little quicker. And we get to build foundations, which means we can start our base a little bit. We can start at least the foundation, kind of get a little layout of our first one, which I have a couple ideas of how I want to set it up, so. Oh, so close. Oh, never mind, I have enough. Boom. So we got a little bit more inventory.
You have unlocked new buildings and blueprints, which can be found in the build menu and craft bench respectively. 8th objective, hub upgrade, additional power. Advice: when planning the construction of buildings, note the placement of conveyor belts. Caution: overloading the power network guarantees suboptimal performance.
Okay, so what I had to do there was, when I was converting the conveyor belt in, it was not going to be pretty, and it wasn't going to let me, because it was an odd shape. Okay, so now we're a little bit more automated. with putting bars in here. This one's supposed to be iron plates. Okay, a little bit more automated. We've got 2 smelters, 2 constructors, we got a couple miners out here. And I think this is going to be a good spot to end our landing episode 1. Next episode we are going to work on building some foundations and getting the next tier. Or the next hub upgrade. So upgrade 4, we'll get another inventory slot. We'll get the Mark 1 miners, so we won't have to be going back and forth, filling these guys up. We will be able to just feed in the ore to them and start to automate quite a few things. And then we can store stuff. So when these things get full, they can push out and store it. So we're just going to grab this stuff real quick. And if you want to see anything on this playthrough, feel free to add it to the comments. I'm happy to read them all and take people's suggestions. I am no pro at this game by any means. I have put a couple hours into it, and I greatly enjoy the game. So just make sure you put comments in there. If you like the channel, go ahead and subscribe. This is my first YouTube video, putting it out there, so we'll see how well it goes, and hopefully we can see the videos improve over time. But look out for episode 2. Shouldn't be too long until I have that one out after I upload this one.